All right, we're continuing our discussion with systems of equations. In this section, we want to talk about determinants. Now, it's not all that bad. It's just a quick little operation for you to do. Let's talk about the notation. So if you have real numbers a, b, c, and d, then the determinant is given by that symbol. So you see here that we have these vertical bars like their absolute value. So it's not the brackets that we're used to seeing for matrices. This value, so d, is given by the product AD minus the product of the entries B and C. That's all it is. Don't complicate it. That's all you have to do. So you're going to multiply these guys together. You're going to multiply those guys together and find the difference. It's easy. So to find these determinants, so that means we would do 7 times 3 minus, and you do the other way, so it's going to be negative 2 times positive 5. So we have 21. This becomes plus 10. So this determinant is equal to 31. It's just a number. It's not a matrix. It's simply a number. We're going to do a lot of really cool things with these determinants. For this other example, again, you're going to be going across this way. You're going to multiply those. And so let's just use parentheses right now. So negative 1/3 times 1/4, and you go minus, and you do that product. So it's going to be minus 1/5 times negative 1/2. And then you just do the math. So that's negative 1 over 12 and becomes plus 1 over 10. Well, you're not going to leave it like that. You get a common denominator. Here the common denominator would be, well, if you don't know, start with the largest denominator, which is 12. 10 doesn't go into 12 evenly. Go to the next one. 24. No. 36. No. 48. Closer. 60. There you go. 60 is the least common denominator. So you need a factor of 5 for the 12 and a factor of 6 for the 10. So we have negative 5 over 60 plus 6 over 60, and our result is 1/60. Now, I'm sure you can believe this, but you can do the determinant in your graphing calculator. I think it takes a bit of work to do that when you can just do the multiplication like this, but I want to make sure that you see how to do it, especially when things get kind of messy. So if I go to my matrix menu, I still have some things here. I'm going to actually edit this first one and make it a 2 by 2. And let's look at this first one. We've got 7, 5, negative 2, and 3. So if I quit out of this and go back to my menu, the math I want to do is the very first one right here, determinant, DET. So I select that, come back to the matrix menu, and I select the first one, because that's the one I'm working on, the determinant. That's a 2 by 2. It tells me 31. Done. Now let's check the other one. It means we have to edit this. Still a 2 by 2. Now it's negative 1/3, negative 1/2, 1 over 5, and 1 over 4. All right, so let's do second entry. That way we don't have to go through all the menus and stuff, because the last thing we entered was the determinant of matrix A. It gives me this, but we know that we can easily turn that into a fraction. We get 1 over 60. So done and done, right? Now there are a lot of really neat things that we can do with determinants in terms of solving systems of equations. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment.